All right, so we got a tall French boy. Wait, not him. Not him. No, not that guy. This guy. He's seriously the second one in this draft and the fourth one in 2 years. This is ridiculous. But hey, man, I used to live in Paris, so I'm loving this. Also, it's Zaccharie Risacher. That's all. I'll accept it for you English speakers, but Zaccharie Risacher for the French, okay? Can you say that for me? We're good? Anyway, this kid is good. Not on the level of like Wemby BS type, but he's still really, really good. Risacher was recently measured in at 6'8", 200 pounds, and he just turned 19. This is impressive seeing that he's been balling out in the French league, playing good defense, running the court, and of course hitting 3 after 3 after 3. It's beautiful basketball, really. Now, his name has come up before in mock drafts, and for those of you who are real ones, you know that a couple months ago I did a prospect week, just like this one, and I didn't choose to talk about him then. There's a reason for that. That's because he was really just looking like Nick Batum. Long, played good defense, was athletic enough to make an impact, but also shot the lights out of the ball. However, since then, I feel like he has heard his name more in mock drafts and in the rankings, and has been playing a lot better, and particularly more aggressively. Just watching the highlights of the past few months since last year, he's really taken a jump in his effort level. Just watch the sequence with me. He gets the block, runs the floor, gets the ball, immediate right to left cross, then ball fake, then Euro into the right hand layup going left. What? This is the kind of stuff we can expect from this guy. He does not have an injury list, and that is the only reason why I think he could leapfrog Alexander Sarr to take the #1 spot in the draft. And if you haven't seen the Alexander Sarr video, go check it out. I got a link right here. It's going to be right. Oh, I got it right this time. It's right there. He even said he won't be disappointed if he doesn't get picked #1. This is the perfect glue guy every single team can use, especially in this draft. There's not a lot of bangers. Kind of just got to take a guy who could just plug and play, and you just don't got to worry about anything else, right? He's a perfect guy for that. I'm not going to give my ranking yet. We're going to save that for later, but it's going to be a good one. I promise you. I love this guy. And sorry, we got to get back to more highlights. I just got to talk about this dude more. Look at this one where he gets the rebound, takes off on the fast break, and then finishes with a layup. And I think he could have dunked it right there. Or how about when a pass to him is tipped in the corner, but somehow lands right in his shooting pocket? This perfectly segues to my next point. I'm going to keep it real. There are no cons for drafting this guy. Good attitude, he's tall, plays good defense, shoots threes, no drama. Like similar guys in the past that I've had a same feeling about, like Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Hunter. I mean, these kind of 3-and-D guys who come in and you can just plug and play and they're doing good. Now, I think Mikal has kind of graduated that school. He's more of like a burgeoning all-star, right? He's on that level. But Risacher could come in and he could be amazing for any team. Any team. His shooting form is near perfect, and it's a testament for him as a good shooter. He finds his spot super well and is great at spacing the floor, mainly in transition. He reminds me of a guy like Clay, or mainly MPJ, where you dump the ball off to him and he'll fling it up no problem. We'll talk more about MPJ a little bit later. You know what? Let's just go there now. Risacher has a lot of the same good qualities that MPJ has. One of them being their release point. MPJ is 6'10", gets a lot of lift on his shot, like Ray Allen, which makes his three-pointer already unblockable, almost like a modern-day skyhook. Just watch a couple more of his highlights thinking about this comparison, and you'll see it immediately. You know what? I'll play some French music over it for y'all. Let me know how you think. Alright, that's enough. But they do the same thing. I mean, look at MPJ. That's not a bad life. He was the 3 on a very, very solid championship-winning team. If that's the floor for a guy, I'll take the floor all day long. And I think MPJ can be there for a while based on the qualities that he brings to that team. If we really up the ante, another comparison would be Lauri Markkanen. They're a little bit more different, and he's an all-star who's really coming into his own, and it feels a little bit unfair to compare those two guys. Saying all of that, what are the grades that I gave? This is your first video of mine, first of all. Welcome. Second of all, we do multiple rankings here. So the first one is based off of the rest of his draft class. And then the other one is for how likely it is that he can be effective immediately in the NBA. Jumping to that second one, I'm going to give it an A+. Like I said, he could go to every team in the NBA and make an impact. 6'8", 6'9", shoots threes, plays defense, athletic. He's 19. There's no downside. There's no downside. It's A+, 100%. In terms of effectiveness. And especially if he's like that third or fourth guy role, I think he could make a ginormous impact and I think he could be special at that third or fourth. Like, imagine this guy in Houston, a stretch 3 who can play defense and he hits a lot of threes. That's kind of what they need at this point. They got a lot of guards, they got some bigs. They need a solid 3-point shooter in the corner. That actually can't happen because they got the 3rd pick. So Depends on if the Rockets want to trade it, blah, 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 if they can actually get him at third. That's not out of the realm of possibility for us, right? He's the best plug-and-play guy this draft has to offer. As for his talent level when it comes to comparing him to his competition, I give him an A, 100%. It's not even close, right? He's just good. Once again, plug and play, but his skill set allows him to be versatile on any aspect. He's a decent playmaker. Once again, plays good defense, shoots threes, athletic, he's tall, he can rebound. Like, the sky's the limit for this guy. It's not all about potential, it's about right now. And right now, I'll give him an A. I think he has a lot of great skills. The main thing for me being the fact that he's a great shooter, but he's also very athletic and capable of shot creating if need be. My verdict is that he's gonna go number 1. But just like he said, it doesn't really matter, not gonna make a difference. He's just excited to get in the NBA and to play. That's all I got for y'all. We out.